We have the lights on 24/7, and the electric fence behind me is going all the time. And so we're obviously a major consumer of energy.
There's a truly important thing happening here that each and every one of us has to recognize, understand, and I say celebrate.
This puts us on the national conservation map, and we are thrilled.
From sunrise through the dark of night, prisons use a lot of energy. That's why it makes sense to tap into the sun and maximize conservation projects. The California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation is doing its part by reducing greenhouse gas emissions. It's implementing 16 major energy-saving projects at more than a dozen prisons statewide. These projects include partnerships with investor-owned utilities, or IOUs, and will be complete by the end of this year, saving taxpayers $3.2 million annually. Corrections officials and energy leaders celebrated these retrofit projects at Wasco State Prison in October of 2008.
Like our homes, it's imperative that we do our part to lower our energy consumption and to be a good neighbor.
These projects comply with Governor Schwarzenegger's Green Initiative executive order.
This is all driven by S-2004, which is a mandate for the states for state agencies to save 20% of their energy by the year 2015.
Ultimately, these power-saving projects will save 25 million kilowatt hours at CDCR facilities. That's the equivalent of taking close to 4,000 cars off the road. That's a lot of pollution taken out of the atmosphere. Wasco is one of 6 prisons slated to be the site for a new solar power plant, which will produce enough energy to power 226 homes a year. CDCR currently is using solar power at Ironwood and Chuckawalla Valley State prisons, providing up to 25% of their power at peak demand and taking the pressure off the grid. The plants were constructed without using taxpayer dollars.
It seems to us that in places like Wasco and the Central Valley and in the deserts where the sun is a great source of energy, it makes sense to tap into that.
And it's not just solar projects that are making a difference. Changing the old lighting is key when it comes to saving money and energy at prisons. This housing unit still has the old light bulbs in place.
The light fixtures put off a lot of heat, the high pressure sodiums. When we take the fixtures down, we really can't even take the fixtures down once they're on. We have to let them be off and cool down for a while before we remove them off the ceiling to do any work on them.
Those high-pressure sodium bulbs last 8 months to a year and cost about $15 a piece. The new induction lighting cost about $5 more per bulb, but last up to 10 years, a huge cost savings for the prison. This is the new induction lighting in another housing unit. There is better quality of light. You can see the difference with the color, from orange tint soft light to a white, brighter light, which helps correctional staff.
Gives them a safer environment and ability to see what's happening inside the housing unit, and then again reduces the temperature inside as well.
The correctional plant manager says it's a 10 to 15 degree difference, which helps during those hot summer months, and they don't have to run the air conditioning as much. Other conservation efforts at Wasco include saving water. Low-flow timed flush valves have been installed, reducing water consumption by about 5 million gallons. Other projects include installing new retherm ovens, laundry upgrades, housing unit fan modifications, and redesigned HVAC controls. Part of the cost for these projects is paid for by investor-owned utilities at no cost to the state's general fund. The utility companies presented a $6.5 million oversized check to CDCR, representing their startup contribution to this program. Southern California Edison, Pacific Gas and Electric Company, Southern California Gas Company, and San Diego Gas and Electric all participated. The Climate Registry, which sets standards for measuring and reporting greenhouse gas emissions, acknowledges CDCR as a model example for other states to follow. In October, the registry announced CDCR's inclusion in the Cool Planet Project.
We at CDCR are pleased to be recognized by the Climate Registry as the nation's largest state agency to join.
So what we have brought from the investor-owned utilities in the state of California is a plaque thanking the department for leading the way, thanking for the outstanding accomplishments, and thanking also for helping protect the environment and wisely using ratepayer dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please give a big hand to Secretary Kate as he receives this plaque from the utility.
And so while I'll receive this on behalf of CDCR, and I thank our partners at the investor-owned utilities, I really do share it with the staff here at Wasco State Prison and the wardens up and down the state who are working so hard to make California's prisons a greener place to change lives. Thank you very much.
There's much more on the horizon for California's prison system when it comes to innovative changes to utilize energy and increase efficiency.
It's a worthy goal. We shouldn't do it just at prisons, but we should do it at home as well. So it actually should become a lifestyle.
We're out in front on this one, and it feels good because the new lights are brighter, they make our prisons safer, they cost less over time, and they're saving energy, and so definitely to the other agency secretaries, you guys got to keep up.